What's up, guys? Well, the aid mission was successful. The Ukrainians could not have been more appreciative. They could not have been better people. I could not have been more surprised at their resilience and ability to carry on with daily life under constant threat of bombing, missiles, drones, you name it. That being said, that mission being over and having returned from Ukraine now, I'm in Dachau. I'm at Dachau Concentration Camp. Don't know if this is the main gate that I am in, but it sure looks like it.
Sì, sì, siamo già in giro perché siamo a Dachau.
Oh, good. I mean, it is just eerie and remarkable at the same time to think of how peaceful and serene. Listen. I mean, just the most peaceful scene you could possibly imagine if you close your eyes. But the horrors that were here not that long ago, if you think about it, is astounding. I am in fucking Dachau. Holy shit. These are the tracks. Fuck me. Sorry, please forgive me. I have been going on zero sleep now for about a week, driving vehicles from one site to another, meeting with the military, special forces, drone presentations. My flight this morning was at 6 a.m., which means I had to be up by 4, but we didn't get to bed till 2, which means I got about zero fucking sleep. So I'm tired. I don't know what day it is, what fucking time it is. You know, having spent so much of my life, really, studying the atrocities and effects of World War II, to be at Dachau in real life. I don't know. Sorry, but that's what you're getting, so that's what you're seeing. That's just me, I guess. But it's remarkable to think that I am here right now. I haven't even got in the fucking place yet. It doesn't even open for another 20 minutes. That's when you know you're early. You're too early for a fucking concentration camp. But yeah, I'll check back in with you when it opens. I'm not sure what the video regulations are in there. I will be as respectful as humanly possible, but I will also film whatever is allowed to be filmed and bring you guys along for the ride. Sorry about the emotional opening, but guys, I am at fucking Dachau. All of that you're seeing right now took place just beyond that. And that is wild to think. Forgot my sunglasses too. Not good. Not good with sensitive eyes. Beautiful day here in fucking Germany though. Good lord. Good lord, what a day here. Beautiful. Blue skies, birds are chirping, sun's out, let's fucking go. Several facilities and buildings of the SS were located on the extensive grounds of the organization's compound at the Dachau Concentration Camp, within sight of the prisoner camp, and still preserved today were the headquarters of the concentration camp commandant. While the commandant exercised supreme authority over the concentration camp, his staff supervised the running of the camp. The concentration camp commandant and his staff were primarily responsible for the terror, punishment, and murders of the prisoners. The quarters of the armed SS guards who manned the gun towers and oversaw prisoner work details were also located on the SS grounds. I think we're getting ready now So, take you to Dachau Concentration Camp. I'm going to turn this off real quick because I don't know what I can film, so I'm going to ask. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Alright, well, we're in. Well, I don't even know what to do right now. Don't want to follow everybody else. Holy shit. Struggling here. I am struggling. I don't know where you can go, or you can't go. There seem to be too many people around telling you what's going on. Well, the chances is cells right underneath that. Oh, they even had like snow stops on the roof, if you can see that. To stop the snow. Oh, I see a door open. Alright, 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 alright. We're cooking with gas. Oh, pardon the pun. Let's go check inside. I'm going to assume the cinema did not look like this before. I don't know. Obviously it's either been redone or this is just a new section. Be nice to have some guidance. Former prison camp. Yes, we know. That's why we're here. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Nazi fucking lights. Nazi fucking plumbing. Good grief. SS guard room is 1. Interrogation room, medical examination room. Jorg Elsa's cells. Get the fuck out of here. Do you know who Jorg Elsa is? Please tell me you know who Jorg Elsa is. He's the man that put the bomb in the podium. What is the movie? 13 Minutes, I believe. He had constructed a device that he set with timers. I believe he worked with watches before. But if you've not seen the movie 13 Minutes, highly recommend. Hitler left early is what happened, and the bomb exploded, I believe 13 minutes after he left, killing several other officials and Nazi party members. But obviously Hitler escaped. They ended up tracking down Jorg Elsa, brutally interrogated him. You know, as far as the movie goes, you know, they wanted him to say that he was working with all these people and had all this help. They didn't believe he had the knowledge and the know-how and the capabilities to make a device like he made.
Wir glauben Ihnen kein Wort.
Was?
Ein kleiner Handwerker wie Sie kann so eine Bombe unmöglich allein gebaut haben.
Wer hat Ihnen die notwendigen Hilfsmittel beschafft?
Zum letzten Mal, wer sind Ihre Hintermänner?
Ich kann nicht sagen, was es nicht gibt. Geben Sie mir einfach Papier und Bleistift, ich kann's euch beweisen!
But yeah, 13 minutes. Look at that. Jesus H. Christ. Let's check this out. SS im Bunker. Some members of the SS were especially remembered by the prisoners for their cruelty and bloodthirstiness. Among these were Johann Kanschuster, order in the bunker 1933 to 1939, and Josef Suss from 1938 to 42. From 43, there are fewer reports of murders in the bunker. In the case of Edgar Stiller, the last SS head of the bunker, there are no accusations from the former prisoners of personal acts of cruelty. Officials of the, quote, political department, Gestapo, such as Josef Kick, carried out interrogations in the bunker. They maltreated and tortured prisoners to extract confessions. And these are the sick individuals that were just spoken about. As a warder in the bunker, he was feared for his brutality and murdered several prisoners. He disappeared in 1945. Passport photo from his Nazi party file, 1942. Josef Seuss. In 1946, he was sentenced to death in the first Dachau trial and executed. Passport photo from his SS file, 1943. Edgar. No photo of him. Trial was sentenced to 7 years in prison, but he was released in 1950. Kick was part of the Gestapo at Dachau Concentration Camps. He was sentenced to death in the first Dachau trial and executed, rightfully so. As we see a depiction of how they used to hang the prisoners in what is an outrageously uncomfortable and painful position for long periods of time as torture. There's a sketch by Walter Bunzengeiger. Bunzengeiger was imprisoned in darkness in the bunker from February to October. Jesus Christ. Sketch of cell 4 of the first bunker with the murdered Jewish prisoners, Los Louis Schloss. The SS disguised the murder as a suicide. Sketched by the district medical officer, Dr. Flom, May 18th, 1933. Within the concentration camp, the bunker was a center of horror and terror. In the cells, individual prisoners were punished by being imprisoned for weeks or months, often in the dark, with insufficient food. These prisoners were especially exposed to torture and maltreatment by SS guards. An unknown number of them were murdered in the bunker or driven to suicide. In the courtyard of the bunker, the SS executed prisoners, applied corporal punishment, or the so-called pole hanging. Wow. Polish underground member, Soviet prisoners, Czech, Italian prisoners, British prisoners.
Who was famous for his cruelty, and his henchman Bernhard, the Hamburg robber, murderer, and professional criminal, receive us. The latter stood in the corridor as I was taken to my cell. He too wore a prisoner's uniform, but without a number. The SS accorded him a special position on account of his brutality. They make good use of him. He does the worst of their dirty work for them.
This is the registration room. Registered by the SS on arrival. It's a shame all the rooms are kind of the same, but did I just turn around? I think I did. Come on, man. I don't know if you can see in there. There's your Elsa, right there. See, I'll give you the real story. November 8th, 1939, a cabinet maker, I thought he was into watches, that's my fault, attempted to assassinate Adolf Hitler with a bomb. The attempt failed. Elsa was held as a special prisoner in Sachsenhausen concentration camp and was transferred early 1945 to Dachau. Here he was held in strict solitary confinement, but was given several cells, 81 to 83, was martyred on the 9th of April 1945 in the crematorium at Dachau, which we will see. Oh yeah, this was the aftermath. That's Hitler speaking at the Bergen-Braukeller on the top. And then after is the destruction of the bomb that exploded after Hitler had left the premises. So yeah, the growing danger of war made Jorgen also resolve in 1938 to eliminate Hitler in the Bergen-Braukeller in Munich, a traditional meeting place of the Nazi Party. Elsa's bomb exploded on November 8, 1939, killing 8 people and injuring over 60 in the ruins of the building, but Hitler had unexpectedly left the hall shortly before Elsa was arrested the same night. The fuck was he arrested the same night? It's crazy, man. The Gestapo and SS is ability to track down people in a day of no social media, information online, nothing like that, is scary, remarkable and scary at the same time. This is crazy. Look at the gate. At around 2 a.m, the key jangles in the first cell door at the end of the passageway. Immediately everyone is awake with metallic thunderous loosened shackles fall to the floor. The prisoner and the number one takes first steps into the bunker. A shot rings out, a life is extinguished. There you go, so you can see. Just a dark, damp, dank, cold, not nice fucking place to be, to say the least. It was strict detention, a full 8 months in darkness, no exercise, hard bed, bare wood, 3 days, water and 1 pound of bread, then 1 day prisoner's food, just a tin bowl and a spoon, no fork, no knife, no cup, no washing bowl, no soap, nothing. We are back at, look at the guard tower. That's the guard tower I first, man, can you imagine living there? Somebody lives there. Fucking imagine that. Where do you live? Right fucking smack dab next to Dachau Concentration Camp. Why don't you come over sometime? Fuck off. I mean, that's no fucking, that is a substantial guard tower. It's no little fucking wooden post, I can tell you that much. Alright, so we're back at the main entrance, which is just over there. I think I'm just gonna do a big loop. What's that? English only, but yeah, the door just on the other side lets you go right in. I gotta be better with my languages. It's embarrassing. Europeans are fucking fantastic at learning other languages, and speaking for myself, I guess as an American, it's just not something easily picked up by us. That's what they call in the bunker, I guess. And I think I gave these guys bad info, because it doesn't look like they made it into that door I was telling them about. So it might be only a one-way door. I don't know. What do you want me to do? I don't fucking know. Looks like a dead end here, but I'm curious what those steps there go down to, right down there. Please tell me I can go down there. That doesn't look like I'm getting in, huh? But whatever, we'll try. We shall try. Alright. Okay. Oh, wow. basically they just test different elements on prisoners until they died, so they knew the line they could push their soldiers to. And unfortunately, a lot of what we know about medical research and the human body and what the human body can endure comes from a lot of these experiments that were done on innocent, just seawater experiments in order to ascertain the chance of survival when drinking seawater during distress. Experiments were conducted. Basically just pump them full of seawater until they died so they knew how much they could take, or to see what the side effects might be, without fucking any care in the world of what happens. Malaria experiments, tuberculosis experiments, medicines, you name it, they tested it. Fucking pressures, temperatures. We're gonna head back this way now. So that photo with all the bodies, if I'm not mistaken, was over here. This place is massive. Absolutely fucking massive. And to think, literally just here to house, kill, burn, cremate, torture, rape. All of it. Every single fucking bit of this is made for nothing but. Fucking Jesus Christ. Barbed wire still up. Look at the fencing. I mean, how many times have we seen that in documentaries and recreation of movies, short films? I mean, to see it here in the flesh is something else, guys. It really is something else. All right, so let me take in these buildings here. I believe these are where we're going to see the bunks. So many more of these. Look at that. Talk about zero privacy. Unreal. And to think how many more of these there were. I mean, just look at the foundations you can see straight out the window. Every single one of those is a foundation for another barrack. And look how far away that guy is. Look how far away they go. Unbelievable. All right. It just keeps going. peaceful, serene, calm, relaxing, right? No. It's amazing the juxtaposition between the beauty of nature and the horror of man. We'll now be entering the former crematorium site. I don't think that needs any explanation. Take my hat off for this one. Pardon the hat head. I feel it's only right and respectful. Here we go. Oh no. I know what's going on here. I know what's going on here. Fumigation. These are the showers. This is the gas chamber. I am standing in the gas chamber. Chutes to the outside, disguised as showers. Unbelievable. Thousands of people died in this room. That's craziness. This is where the dead were brought before they were cremated. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, mate. How does it connect to the chimney? I just really am speechless. I don't know. My question is, almost looks like the heat and the smoke in there is going down. Unless, like I said, this was knocked down or something. I don't know. I'm kind of confused how that connects to chimney, incinerator, and each of the four furnaces to cremate two electric corpses at once. They're connected to the chimney by an underground canal. There you go. That's what I was thinking. Up there. You can still see the hooks. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. And next. wow. Just wow. It's gonna take me a little bit on this trip, a few days, weeks, after I get back to kind of process this whole experience. Jesus Christ, there's more. The old crematorium was built in the summer of 1940 after the foreign prisoners arrived at an orderly rate. Great increased a year later. It was already working beyond capacity. The crematorium was in operation until about 1943. During this period, approximately 11,000 prisoners were cremated here. Just the engineering, really, in 1930s, late 30s, early 40s to construct something like this. It's even hard to fathom people of such expertise and ability and skill and clearly intelligence could get to a point of using those skills and intelligence to build a machine of death. Like I said, it's going to be a couple days, a week, before I can fully process and digest, like I said, the amazing people that I met. Harry Dunn, Capitol Police Officer from January 6th. Ken Casey, the lead singer of Dropkick Murphys. Intellectuals, idiots like me who just happen to have a camera and a show and a platform to get the word out. You know, Denver Riggleman, ex-congressman, Ken Harbaugh from the Midas Touch Network. Just a fantastic group of individuals that are here to help, that want to get physical and hands-on and let the Ukrainians see American faces and Finnish faces and British faces and let them know that the world does still stand behind them regardless of what, you know, the leaders may portray. I very much appreciate you guys, I really do. I'm sorry I had to go pretty much dark for the time that I've been in Germany, Ukraine, Poland, but you know, OPSEC just required it, that's all. There's just really nothing else I can say about that. I know everything around here is very protected for good reason. For myself to be under air raid fire in a war zone in Kyiv, in Ukraine, myself, while standing on Maidan, you know, is obviously something I will never ever forget. But like I was saying, just to show the Ukrainian people that the world is here, and it was an honor and a privilege to get to join the amazing individuals on this trip. It's been a journey. It's been a journey. So I'm out of here from Dachau Concentration Camp. Exactly the type of thing that we are now trying to avoid with Vladimir Putin. We need to do everything that we can to get our word out in support of the Ukrainian people, in support of the Ukrainian military, to make sure that shit like this never fucking happens again. Appreciate you guys. Catch you on the flip side.